Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that you had a great week, and I hope that you are keeping your mental health in check. Because like right now, it's real bleak and you cannot believe what they putting out there. You got to serve and eat the things that you want for yourself. So make sure you keep that mental health tight. And today, our topic is Earned It. And on the grill, we talking shark hours. And you know, I love setting up every episode with a quote that lays the groundwork for interesting and a provocative conversation. So here's the quote. I pray you judge me by my heart and not my mistakes. And that comes from our special guest today. So I'm gonna have him elaborate a little bit with that and let us know what he really talking about. And I think that sets us up nicely to talk, express, relate, and connect with our special guest today. Lil Leek is in the backyard.
What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing real good. It's definitely a pleasure being here.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here, man. You got a great smile. So, you know, I mean, me and you, we will be killing the game with the smile.
Yeah.
Because I go wide too, baby, because smile is it. That makes me smile inside, kind of. So, you know.
I be smiling all the time.
Yeah.
Always catch me smiling. It's hard to even act mad when I'm around people because I'm always smiling for some reason.
Yeah. You got a good vibe though, man. So what you been up to?
Just lately working like music every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The music, like you could halfway give it your halfway and do other things and that's cool, but it's gonna come out halfway with music. So it's like I've been locked in this music 24/7.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Studying in the studio, releasing projects. So
working,
yeah.
Yeah.
Building myself.
So where are you from? Are you from DC or you just grew up there? Where are you from? Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm from Washington, DC. From Washington, DC, Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, she moved around a lot through Maryland. So I kind of got like the best of both cultures from DC and Maryland culture, just being able to, you know, adapt in a whole lot of different places. Being with my mom and then being in DC with my dad.
Right.
It helped me so. But I'm from Washington, D.C. Born in Washington, D.C.
Cool. Are you political?
It depends how political, like what we talking about political, you know what I mean? Like
just saying you it's right in your backyard. So I know throughout your life there were times when you had to pick a side. I can't see how you could be free from that. So,
yeah, you said pick a side
like Democrat, Republican, you know.
Yeah. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not too much in it all, but I am a Democrat though.
Sure. Okay.
I am a Democrat.
Stay down with the Democrat. Yeah. Me too. I got a D in front of me too, because I mean, I need some help, man. I need some help.
Yeah. You know.
For the culture, man, we need the help.
Man. For the culture.
Yeah. So did you vote this year? I mean, is it this year? I don't know. It was last year, 2020. Man, it just feel like we lost a whole decade in the house, man.
Like COVID. It was cool to me though. I would stay home either way.
Yeah. And it looked like you had your mental health right because you still smiling and gleaming and giving off that positive flow. So
yeah, I try to keep my mental. I seen that like in my lifetime some things happening. It just made me who I am today. So I always try to keep a smile going on. I see, seen like you said, mental health therapy and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for like I got a lot of my friends to go to get therapy and things like that.
That's good stuff.
Talk, but yeah, definitely especially when we need to be heard. Like somebody need to be able to talk to somebody.
Yeah. And somebody that's going to listen, not try to jump in there and tell their story. Can I just tell my story? Exactly. You know?
You give me an example of your story. Like, we need to be heard.
Yeah.
But
that's in our culture to be heard. We was never meant to be silenced. And I think that's why we have so much angst inside of us. Because look, I got something to say. Now, whether or not you believe in it, it's very important that we convey our ideas and make sure that our perspectives are heard regardless. So
we don't know if like we don't know if we couldn't say if we was doing right or wrong by we were not talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's no way. I feel like when I was going through things, there was no way for me to heal it.
Yeah.
The only way you can heal is if you say it and speak it out and talk it out, you know?
Yeah. That's the only way.
I definitely tried working on my mental, like through this COVID. It's challenging, especially sitting in these houses all day.
Yeah. And the thing is, the reason why it's tough is because, Lil Leek, when we're alone, that's when we have that time to look at ourselves, our victories, our mistakes, our trials and tribulations and circumstances. And man, the mind is a tricky thing. Like you can convince yourself that you ain't worth a nickel. Just being in a room by yourself. So you got to make sure that you just keep yourself in check with how the things that you do and how they happen and what part you played in them. I think that helps me out a lot to be able to really swallow some of the mistakes that I made is by being able to confront them and say, okay, Lise, what part did you play in this? I played the villain. And be able to see beyond that moment and see that was a mistake. And I'm not interested in playing the villain in the next story that I get an opportunity to.
Right.
So
I took time to reflect on COVID.
Yeah. If you didn't do that, man, you taking a lot of pills right now because to keep that mind on shutdown. Mm-hmm. I do know a lot of people that have found other ways to talk to themselves by over lubricating one system, and so how that runs ragged in our culture. I'm not saying that it doesn't in others, but I only know about my own, and I'm really interested in my own.
Yeah. I used to work in a place here called when I was younger, called Southeast.
Mm-hmm.
Southeast DC. If you're not from DC, you might not have heard of DC, or if you heard anything about DC besides the White House, you might have heard Southeast. But I worked there for a minute, and it was just eye-opening to me how so many people just don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just don't know. It don't even be that they stubborn or the word people like to say ignorant or anything. It's just they literally just don't know. So we come from definitely seeing our like you were saying, seeing our people, our minds can go crazy places just from not having no expansion of what you can do or your potential. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Or get the opportunities, because we're the last one to learn about it. By the time we know about it, the bag's empty. Even some of these policies, by the time we realize about it, it's oh, we're currently out of all funding. It's going well, what are you talking about? The funding is for me. How you out of it? I mean, man, the game ain't fair.
Nah, it's not by me.
Nah. So let's talk about how did you get into this music industry, hip hop?
I've been in the hip hop. I've been in the music for a long time, since I was probably about 12 or 10 or 11. I just been into music. When I was in middle school, I played the saxophone.
Okay.
And I was be pretty good with saxophone because in middle school I couldn't read notes, so I would have to write the actual lyric under the note to know how it sounded in my head because I couldn't read the scale. Okay. You know what I mean? I couldn't read it. So as I got older, probably by 9th grade, I was just I'm going to high school. I played basketball, so I'm the cool guy. I can't be walking around with a big saxophone all day in high school. That was just me. Now I would do it because I'm a musician. But back then I'm younger. I don't want to do that. Nobody gonna, I can't talk to nobody with this big saxophone. So I put it down and started doing more rapping myself.
Okay.
And for just a long time, just been on and off rapping. But now it's these last couple of years, I've kind of been going hard, putting the work in, perfecting my craft, investing in my craft, and we kind of got here where we are today.
Yeah. So do you ever think you would pick up the saxophone again? Do you know how sexy and dope it is? Dude, you could be the new Pied Piper of DC with that sucker. You need to pick it up, man.
I'm definitely picking the saxophone back up. I just picked the piano back up.
Cool.
I engineered my own music, so I'm definitely picking the saxophone. That's something I gotta have, something to be able to do. I might want to pull out for an old lady or something,
We would love to hear that, man. I even like a rap song with the sax, sort of, leading the feeling and the flow of it. That would be dope, dude. You be just the right person lyrically that can kick it with a sax.
Yeah. You just put me on to something. I might gotta find a sax led beat and get on it. I'm gonna say it was from you. You inspired.
Yeah, dude, you would be dope doing that. You so would, because I love how playful your voice is. It's like, when I say playful, not funny, hee ha ha, but in terms of entertaining, it's like you bring us along with you, man. Like, I feel like I'm in a car with you when I listen to music, like right beside us, me and Lil Leek in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? It just feels so good. So to have that laid back of the saxophone and the sex that it oozes and initiates, along with the gravity and the playfulness in your voice and the way you like to play lyrically, man, we be behind you you know what I'm saying? So go ahead, do that, man, do that. So I wanted to talk to you about some of your older stuff, because I looked at your older stuff, man, and I just really like your progression, man, the way that you've worked on yourself lyrically and the way you present yourself. I see a huge difference from 2018 to now with your new stuff. So let's start with 2018 with Self-Made. And what really compelled me about this record, what I really liked about this song, was that line where you said, "Let my mother down when I ain't get the cap and gown." I mean, because
that's 2008.
Go ahead. You know what I mean? Because how important is it for us in our culture? Like, to graduate high school is like everything. Mom is like, we made it. So tell me about that song and how it came together. And did you get that cap and gown from Mom done, dude?
That song came together. That was Self-Made.
Yeah.
That came together. If I can remember for sure, that came together just in the studio. We used to be in the studio 24/7. Just even not even recording. Got the Xbox in there playing the game with the guys, and he came over, just did it. Oh, matter of fact, a guy came to the studio. I never met the guy before, and he liked music. And I think he the one that made the beat. He was like, "Man, let's put something together." And that same day we did it, and I didn't even think nothing of the song,
right?
Because you just meet a guy, it was like some same day type thing. So I got to hear it a couple more times to understand if it's gonna be really that good, because it might just been in the moment. I like this. I definitely shoot a video to it. But that bar, I did get my GED and I did get my high school diploma.
Yes.
I dropped out, I think, at 17, 16 or 17 years old. And then I got my GED and high school diploma at about 21, 20 years old.
That's good stuff, man, because we got to keep Mom happy. She gave it all up for us. And it's just funny because it's like you drop nuggets of sincerity in your things, or in things that really might bother you or may not be completed. But it just seemed like every song has that little nugget. Something that is,
my show.
Yeah, I like that though, because that's saying to all of us that we have things that we still need to obtain. We have promises that we made that we still need to fulfill. Yeah. And we got to keep those things in front of us so that we don't forget how precious those things are to complete in our lives. And I know your mom did backflips when you did that.
Yeah, she was on for a long time about it, and just being young, I was just like, I'm not thinking about that, Mom. Like, come on. But I got it. She wanted to throw me a graduation, like a high school and all that, dinner and everything. Like I graduated from high school. Hey, I'm with it though.
Yeah, but the cool thing about it is it's not something you forgot. It was something that you made up in your mind that you was going to finish when you were ready for it. And we got to be honest with ourselves about what we're ready for. We can't let nobody walk this dog but us. You feel me? Like, you know, we got to be the owner of our own leash, man. I want to walk this dog called Lisa. Like, I want to walk that dog called Leek, because I need to do it when I'm ready, yo. I'm going to do it. I got you, because I'm dropping nuggets, reminding myself.
Yeah.
So that's
like I forget. Like I'm still calculated. I'm just getting everything balanced, everything together.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like,
and you went back and did that thing too, man. Shout out to you.
About 5-6 years by that.
Yeah, it don't matter the time, it matters that you did it. We need to stop placing time limits on things for ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, I think that just adds another layer of anxiety that we don't need, because we know when it's right for us and we want to be able to get the most out of it. And you can't get the most out of it unless you're present. You just can't. You know, so like I said, I've seen so much growth in you, in the way you present yourself, the way you flow, and the way you translate, you know, visually. And I just think that you have done what you needed to do to earn it. And that's why the topic had to be earn it, because I'm seeing your growth. And I'm like, man, I love Lil Leek because he's earning it. He does not want it handed to him. It's like there's a difference when somebody hand you something versus you feel it within you when you make those steps. And that's what I feel has happened with you, your progression, you know? Did you feel that?
Yeah, I was about to say that's what it was. I mean, I don't really take it like I don't really take it all the way as like saying like, oh, you didn't work for it because it's a handout, but I do feel like you learn more, you learn to love yourself more, you trust yourself more when you, like you said, put the work in. Like I trust myself in the room, opposed to somebody giving me something and I'm like, I don't know how to do it. But in that same room, I trust myself doing that thing because I put the time in to learn the lessons, failures and disappointments with it.
Yeah, and you've done that. Let's talk about your current single, which is hot. I love it. I love the video, everything. That Wax On, Wax Off, man. How did that song come together? And I even like the concept of the video. It is so hilarious. It's so good. The wordplay lyrically is just great. And you are just doing your thing. So let's talk about how the single came together and then how the video came together.
So the single came together. I got this guy named TZ. He produced it. Okay. He's from Washington, D.C. too, back home. He's one of my friends too, you know what I mean? So like other than him being a producer, he's just one of my close friends. So we just got in the studio like any other day. And today, that particular day, I was just feeling like I just wanted to say a few things, you know, like with a sense of humor, but still say some things that's raw, that's real. And as he was making the beat, I'm just like, yeah, this is somewhere enough. This is good enough. Like, I just started writing bar down, every bar. Then I put the hook together. The hook go like, I gotta keep it trill, wax on, wax off. Then I gotta keep it trill, lights on, lights off. Mm-hmm. Wax on, wax off, meaning like putting something on wax. Like when I'm in the studio and I'm rapping on a mic, I'm putting it on wax. Like That's just a term. So I'm saying like I gotta keep it trill, like trill as in real. Like I gotta keep it trill myself, like on wax and off wax. Like whatever I'm saying in this first and second verse, I'm gonna say the same thing off this song. You know what I mean? Outside of this song. And then the video, it just came together because the song basically, you know, wax on, wax off. And I always liked the movie to watch. I always wanted to do a movie like the movie to watch. Like I always want to do a video.
Right.
And I just having to literally just be having to watch it because it's one of these parts on it, my favorite part. And I seen the clip and I said, I gotta watch this. And when I watched it, I was like, wow, this sounds like a wax on, wax off video right here. Like, so I hit Chastity, director. She's also me here, and we just put it together. Like I sent her the clip. I said, I wanted to shoot something like this. Something where it's relatable. Anybody that ever worked has dreams. So this is just something to me. Like I feel like this could be something nice, a special movie. And that's kind of how that came together. A lot of people in the movie, in the video, are close friends. Jerome, we had Jerome from Martin. They're from here. They call the Party Crashers. They're from here. So a lot of people in the video was just people just showing support and, you know, being around, like good people.
Yeah, man. And it felt that way.
Yeah, it was real fun shooting it. It was like a big party, block party.
Yeah, man. It just felt so good. And then when I seen y'all had Rome, I was like, oh my God, I was crying laughing in there. And, I really love, like you said, the sincerity of it in terms of saying wax on, wax off, and that being the same as lights on, lights off, meaning staying in it, you know, and being true to the things that you do, not just being insignificant or not being consistent in your get down. And that's what I think just translates so nice with it. And then you guys, the wordplay is so nice and the flow so nice. You see me right here. I'm just sitting like, this is so nice. Like I just kept on playing it like, man, I want to be in this video. Like, you know, I mean, it really felt good. They did a good job on shooting that, and everybody really that was in it did a really good job, especially you. And I think right now, man, we need that type of music. We need that song. And that's why it's doing so well for you, because we want to learn to laugh again. You know, I'm tired of shooting people in my music. You know what I'm saying, Lil Leek? You know, I'd rather pick somebody up, have them laugh, you know, and with that same theory, wash on the positivity and wash off the negativity. Same thing.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing like that right now except your record, and we love it. And I know it's doing good, and I know it's going to be well for you, man, because you could pull it off.
Yeah. You
could pull it off lyrically and still be taken seriously. That's a different thing. And you got that gift, man, that you can pull it off lyrically and finesse it in a way that, like I told you at the top, where everybody want to be in the room with you. You exude that, come be with me because I got you, not come be with me because I'm using you. You know what I mean? But I got something for y'all. And we want it, Leek. We want it. So, man, I love that. I love it. I love it. But I wanted to ask you, why do you feel that you've earned the opportunity to be great in this business? Because you have. Look at all those people that has come to help you for your video. All from DC that like heard that you wanted to get down, and there's like, Leek, we down with you. Why do you think that you earned that? What part of your life do you think that you said to yourself, man, this was the turning point? I go from wanting things to earning things.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like work so hard, I don't even be noticing the things that I deserve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And somebody just told me today, because I was telling my brother today, and I'm like, I'm not very good at accepting compliments. Like, that's because you feel like you don't earn the compliments, but you self-sabotaging yourself. You work very hard. Yeah. You can accept your compliments. So I'll be honest, like right now, I'm just getting really used to just actual support. I know I had support, but the feeling of it, because I've trapped myself working so much, is like, so To feel like I earned it though, I'm feeling like I earned it now. And I look back at some things that my accolades and some things that are coming up. I got an EP coming up with Zaytoven, 5 to 7 songs. And I got 2 more songs coming out. 2 more videos. I got 2 or 3 songs with Young Berg. So now I feel like I earned it now. I feel like it's my time. I feel like I worked hard enough for years to perfect my craft. So I definitely feel like I earned it now. I think it's getting simple.
Yeah, you got to swag like you earned it too, and not in a way that is overzealous, but in a way that, like I said, people just want to be with you. You know, you exude that I'm not going to ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do.
Right.
That's that's the translation between giving something being handed to you. And I'm not saying that ain't nice. I mean, who wouldn't want something handed to them? But something about earning it, just like you were saying, it gives you that confidence to know that you deserve to be in the room. I deserve to get help, and I'm willing to do more work to continue to earn things.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. You did your thing, man. Because like I told you, I looked at your old stuff all the way to what you're doing now. And man, I've just seen your growth. I've seen the way that you just have come out your shell so much. Because earlier on, it wasn't that your lyrics wasn't good or whatever else like that. It's all in your body language.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's what it was. I just wasn't, like you said, I wasn't focused. I wasn't too deep into it now. Like now it's like, this is something I gotta do. This is something I love.
Yeah.
I had to realize that this is something I love. And it's something I want to take care of my family with. So I got treated like it's a 9-to-5 job. Like I gotta go in there like I'm dependent on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And you getting down like that. And you know what, Lil Leek? I think that sets us up nicely to go to the grill. Let's burn some stuff up, man. Let's burn some stuff up. Because I've been rocking with you, man. And I wanted to put on the grill Shark Hours. Killing it. You're killing it, you and Zaytoven, man. I was checking out your Instagram. And I guess y'all was doing a session or something, and you was like Shark Hours. I said, you know what? That's what I'm throwing on the grill. Me and Leek, we're going to talk about Shark Hours, because it's so funny. While I was thinking about Shark Hours, I said, you know what? Let me research what truly Shark Hours are. So do you know what time the Shark Hours are, when it was the best time to see them and when they be chilling?
To be honest, no. I don't know when the best time, but I say Shark Hours, meaning like I'm like the biggest, youngest shark. Like where I'm from, like this is Shark Hours. Like sharks swim and eat all day. Yeah. That's what I'm here to do. When I'm with Zayto, we swimming and we eating all day. You know what I mean? We working all day. So if you ain't a shark, or you're not gonna swim, and that's just, you can't be around right now.
Yeah, you smell that blood in the water, see? Yeah. And you like, it's Lil Leek's time, and I'm fitting to get it. So you on Shark Hours, man. You on them Shark Hours. But like I said, I had did some research on sharks, because I like to do this comparison of, because we are so good in our culture, dude, of taking like words and creating a whole nother get down for it. We never get credit for it, yo. So it's like Shark Hours was cool to me. So I said, look, what is Shark Hours? Like, so for like great white shark Hours is between 4 p.m. and 9 a.m.
Glad you tell me that. So I'm gonna drop by and take between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. Shark Hour.
Cause you a great white, man. So I thought about it. I said, let me ask, what time do you and Zaytoven be getting together? As far, when do you come in the studio? What's your studio hour?
So with Zaytoven, he in the A, of course. I'm in DC. So when I'm in the A, when I'm in the A, we get in there early. I like early sessions. I like to record early. Like that's when I feel like I'm at my most energetic.
Yeah.
Like if we can record from like 12 to like 5 to 6. I mean, I record any time of the day. Don't get me wrong, but those is my favorite hours to come in daytime. And then in the our studio is nice, but in the back it's no windows. So I like to come out and see the daylight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, still see daylight. I don't like to go in from daylight and leave out at nighttime. I like to come in and come out and still have a good best time. I might go outside to do something.
Yeah. And what is it about like no studios have no windows? You notice no clocks be around. So like if you're paying for your studio time, you don't know how long you got. They just eating up on that money. But it's almost as if, when you get in the studio, you don't want all of those pressures of how long, how much you paying and all of that. You got to just be free, man. So what is like a vibe like with you in the studio? Like, do you like the lights off? What kind of vibe do you like to create, Lil Leek, when you record?
I definitely like the lights dim.
Mm-hmm.
Candles. I'm not really a guy too much on like a lot of sounds, like a lot of too many different sounds cloud my head. Like when I drive in the car, I don't even listen to music, to be honest. I just have it on silent. But in the studio, I like it real calm.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say like, if you're not a person because I'm serious about like, so I might be in there like redoing something like 100 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would tell people like, look, if you come for some fun entertainment, it's gonna be cool for a second, but it gets a little boring because I'm in here perfecting this. Like I'm in here going over stuff. So majority of the time it's real calm, smoky, candles, and chill. I normally go for a lot of chill beats at first. Wax on, wax off just been so hard that it just that session was different though. That session was like a party almost when we was recording that. That session was like 15, 16 people, but opposed to like the song I'm about to drop and video that's coming out on the 5th of November that we can talk about. I had it was a chill session, like 5 of us, some candles, and that's it. Put the TV on, put some monster trucks on the TV, some neon lights, and maybe purple or dark blue or red, and just getting the vibe.
Yeah, that vibe is everything in the studio. It's like a lot of times you go in there, you might not even lay that song that you came in to work on, because it's like it's a vibe. You got to kind of talk about it, be about it, see a couple people, feel about it, turn the lights down, like you were saying, light the candles. Am I feeling it? All of these. It's like before you start your car up, you like, do I got enough oil? Exactly. It's my car wash. You know what I mean? Like you got to get everything right before you go down, and lay down your best stuff. So,
water.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. You do the tea with the lemon and honey or what?
Yeah, I do tea, lemon and honey. Occasionally I might do some coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Occasionally, if I have an early session, like 12 or 1, I might drink a coffee. I might drink a Red Bull, but I always have some tea. I like the Tazo tea.
Oh yeah, the Tazo tea's really good.
You're listening to Tazo.
Yeah. You get that enlightenment.
Yeah, they listening.
That's some good stuff. But also what's really crazy is that, to catch a great white shark, a good thing, the best bait to have on your reel is a fish called a bonita fish, which bonita is pretty.
Right.
Spanish. So I said, there's always ladies in the studio.
Yeah. Hey. Look, that sounds about right. It's a male, like somebody falling for a pretty girl, take them all the way out the game.
Yeah, don't it? That's what I'm saying, boy. The bonita fish up in the booth.
Bonita.
Yeah, bonita. I was like, man, this is crazy. Like the comparisons of that. And then they said the second best fish to have on the hook is a fish called the lady fish.
So it's all ladies.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't do it without us, is what it's saying, right?
Yeah.
So how does the ladies add to the atmosphere in the studio?
I really don't like too many ladies in the studio.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like someone special.
Mm-hmm.
my friend to have his special person, or my other, but I don't really like too many new people in the studio first.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really that into a lot of new people. Like when I'm in the studio, especially not no new ladies, like I can't be looking here. Then it's not that I want to be. I'm worried about what they saying or anything. It's just me. It just throws my focus off.
Yeah.
A lot of new faces in the studio.
Yeah. And I mean, we always keep it gangster. The ladies. We there to always. I mean, something about women. I'm a woman.
I mean, women y'all set the vibe right though, for sure.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, we don't never want to focus off of us either. So it's that balance. It's like, look at me, like I'm here. I need to be seen up in here, So placating that with trying to record a record is always a tricky thing, like you said. If you ain't, you rocking with your significant other, which I'm happy to hear that, because that means you focus, man, and you winning. You need some person, that special person that's feeding into you, and you feeding into them to really keep it moving forward. So I'm glad you ain't all over the place. Just your music don't sound like it either. So I appreciate it. Man, you just a shark, man. You a shark. And I just think that, we did justice with Shark Hours, man. It's like you and your producer and y'all idea, Shark Hours, was just so compelling to me. I had to compare it to studio time and the fact that you are a shark and you smell blood in the water and you are going after it and you getting what belongs to you, Leek. And I'm happy about that. I like to see new artists just get in there and be about their business. And I've been just on a rampage to get new artists, like don't be too busy for me, new artists.
Never.
I need y'all to come to the play, because what's going to be so cool is like when we look back at this, Lil Leek, and you see how much even further you grew, and that's what is here, man. I'm here for the culture. I'm here for the new artists, and I'm here for the get down, and you good at what you do, man. And I'm just so happy that we had a chance to get down and really get over these Shark Hours. So I think that we need to take the Shark Hours off the grill. We burnt it up. Shark in the house, Lil Leek. So let me know, who is your top 5 in hip hop right now and why? I'm just curious.
Right now or ever? Like who my favorite ever, or right now? Like in the game right
whatever
now?
One's comfortable to you, because there might not be a lot right now, and I need you to give me 5. They could be ones that influence you and one that you kind of cool with because they doing something different.
Okay. Now my favorite artist ever is Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne. To me, everybody has their own opinions who's the greatest rapper ever. To me, I say Wayne.
Right. Why you say Wayne?
When I was growing up, Wayne was that's what I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
It's like I could say Michael Jordan, the best basketball player, but honestly, I never really could watch or live the Michael Jordan era, because that was the 80s and early 90s. And I was born late 90s, but Wayne, that's who I grew up on. So that's just like, that's just who I connected to first. That's just who I feel like is. Then when I listen to it, just Wayne is so great. Like Wayne has some crazy metaphors.
He do.
Diversity, the way he switches everything up, is just his struggle. He definitely inspired me to rap.
Yeah, that's good. Lil Wayne is the truth. I like him too. Who you got next?
I like Biggie.
Yeah, I love Biggie. But I like big dudes, so here, and he lyrically gifted.
Yeah, I love like Biggie. I love Pac. I love Easy. Those are my next 3, like Biggie, Pac, and Easy, just cause it was so raw. Like they kind of inspired Easy. Definitely. I don't even know a whole lot of Easy songs, but the songs that I do know and did, they all inspired me just of him being himself. And that was one of the inspirations too with Wax On, like just being raw, just saying what it is, and forcing you to accept how I'm feeling or what I'm going through. And that's kind of why I picked up from those just first 4, and I put Drake at 5 because Drake is just good. He's good.
Yeah, he is good. I like his stuff too, because I like how he got an ego, but then he got another side. He got a nice balance between being a huge ego and being like a humble, regular
lover boy. Yeah. So I always love with Drake, and then Drake is just every song he sings, he raps. So those 5 people definitely influenced my music, like all the way. Like if I was just to base my music around 5 people, would be them. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, being that you said Eazy-E is one of your favorites, did you have a chance to check out his documentary that his daughter Evie did at all? Catch any of that on WeTV?
To be honest, I don't watch regular TV.
Okay.
I rarely be catching regular TV. I rarely catch it.
Yeah.
And I try to catch my shows though. I try to catch a couple of them shows,
Yeah.
I try to stay up with them. But I rarely catch regular TV like that.
Yeah. It was pretty good. You should check it out. There's some facts in there, since he's, your guy or whatever. Because the documentaries, we get a chance to learn a lot about the artists behind the scenes. So I always make sure I check out the documentaries, like Biggie's and just the different.
I seen Biggie documentary. I seen Wayne Nino Brown documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I seen like all the Pac stuff and all Biggie and Pac stuff, like all that stuff I done went through, all the stories, war stories, beef stories, good stories. I done seen like all that. And then my father, what's the guy name? He just passed. Let me get out to my tongue, but that's my father's close friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a chance to talk with him, Chucky Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
Things, but he's a great friend of our family.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad was doing some business with him, but I had to talk with him, and I had a chance to ask him all the questions about Biggie that I ever wanted to ask. And it was definitely a great experience. And it definitely showed me some things that I picked myself up doing.
Mm-hmm.
That I was like, wow, I might be destined for greatness. Like, not just saying that, but like some things that I see that these real rappers is doing, like Biggie. Like, asking about his vibes in the studio, and his vibes is different from mine, but those days were different.
yeah, but still you got some giants, and in reference to Tupac, there's going to be a documentary called Dear Mama that's going to be coming out on FX networks, and it's going to be about Tupac and his relationship with his mother, and I think it's going to be a great documentary, so be sure to look out for that. I think we're going to learn a lot about Tupac and the complexity between his music and his relationship with his mom, so I'm looking forward to really checking that out. And so I'll probably shoot you a text or email or something like, Lil Leek, this is when it's coming on, just so you could check it out, since he's one of the giants in your top 5. And I love your top 5. And lastly, I just want to ask you how we can be down with your movement. Tell us your Instagram, your website, what's going on. So we can.
So my Instagram is Lil Leek, Leek. Lileek 202, Lil Leek.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find Wax On, Wax Off, the video on YouTube and Vevo.com. And the track song, you can get that on any streaming platform. iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, Freezer, Tidal. It's about like at least 20 to 30 different sites.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
You can basically Google it. Lil Leek, Wax On, Wax Off, it'll come up.
Yeah. Be sure, you guys, that y'all check out that Wax On, Wax Off. Lil Leek is killing it in there. And it's so enjoyable, and it's so great for your mental health right now. Ain't no guns popping off. We washing cars and creating legacies, And I want to go back to the quote, Lil Leek, because I think it just set us up so nicely, and it came from you, man. And I wanted to ask you about it, but I pray you judge me by my heart and not my mistakes. What does that mean to you, real quickly, in a couple words?
I just feel like everybody has made mistakes in their life. And some people are quick to judge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I, for one, that I could just say, just me, personally from past experience, like I may have done some things to make people quick to judge or think of me any kind of way. But I would say, like, judge me off what you know. Like, don't judge me off this and that. Judge me off what you know, how good I've been to you, how loyal, how I treated you. So
right.
That's what I kind of mean by that, because I feel like everybody has a heart, or a good heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even what they say, that the devil had a halo. Like he threw his halo in the trash. You know, so I feel like you could judge me from what you know. You know how genuine I am, and you know how I am. You could judge me from that, or not by mistakes. Whatever mistakes I did, it was mistakes for whatever reason was going on, and mistakes I learned. You know, you learn from mistakes.
Yes, you do. Just like you learned through your craft how to be better. So you earned it, my man. You earned it. And I just, man, to the audience, thanks so much for tuning in today. What a great interview today. So excited about it. Make sure that you subscribe, comment, like, share. Check out our website at www.rappersinmybackyard.com. We're streaming on all platforms. So if you don't want to see our lovely smiles that me and Lil Leek is rocking, then listen to us, because we are dropping nuggets here at Rappers in the Backyard. We're about new artists and starting with them on their journey. And I want to say special thanks to you, Lil Leek, for bringing your spirit into the backyard, your honesty, and like I said, and just sharing with us about you and what you're trying to do in your music. We sincerely appreciate it. And
thank you.
What'd you say?
I want to say thank you to you for, having me on here.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And to our guests out there who want to be on the show, make sure that you drop us a line at our website. If you are interested, you're an artist and you're serious about this thing, make sure you check out the website and fill out a guest request. And then we take it from there. Y'all know I'm 100% good and real about what I do. So with that being said, let's talk, express, relate, and connect next Sunday at 2. You know we earned it over here, did we, Leek?
Yes.
So we out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Hang with me for a second. We rap about relationships.